Hey, what's up, everybody? Monsters today, and today we're gonna be talking about why is Layer 2 taking so damn long? I know everyone has at least asked this question once themselves, but there really hasn't been any answers or any like official statement. But I'm kind of gonna be going over everything that I've kind of inferred and picked up from things that devs have said, either in like the tester Discord or maybe stuff in like the Discord for Deepwoken in general, right? First things first, Deepwoken's dev team really isn't that big, and of course, a lot of people kind of have this in the background of their head, but they actually fail to realize like what this actually entails, right? In reality, if I had to say like the devs that are constantly working only on Deepwoken, it'd probably be Raguzer, Archmage, and Iltria, right? Those three are like basically Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks in like the Cell Saga. Like they're the main three Super Saiyans going at it, bro. You got Dex and like Par, like they come in too, like they help out, right? But they got their other games to work on, like Dex is working on Towerbound, Par is working on ABA. So as for like the devs who are only focused on Deepwoken like that, it really just rag Arc and Iltria, right? Another thing as well is that these devs that do come and work, they also have lives outside of just being developers, bro. Like they do other shit in their lives, bro. I think one thing people don't realize that they do weekly updates every fucking Monday, bro. And that, whether you like to admit it or not, it does probably take some time out of Layer 2 because they have to constantly work on these bugs that are, plaguing the current game. Come up with just a little new content for us to like feed off of, and maybe like a couple balance changes if there's like something that's going crazy, in the meta, or something broken that was just introduced in a YouTube video, right? So the constant need to like attend to this weekly update probably does take away a little amount of time from Layer 2 work. It also kind of cuts into like the other shit that they have to do in their lives, right? Like if you think about it, if they're constantly working on a weekly update, like when do they have their days off, right? Like for most people who work 9 to 5, they just going to work 9 to 5, they got their weekends off. The devs, they probably working on Saturday and Sunday to make sure that these updates are gonna come through clean, right? At least try their best, right? And so when do they really have their time off, right? They might just be taking up time whenever and working as much as they can, right? Another thing that also might be taking a lot of time for the devs to do is actually making monsters themselves. Making monsters actually does take a good amount of time. According to Archmage, it's like you first gotta actually get that shit modeled, then rigged, then animated, and then scripted, and then polished. And all that stuff probably takes like a month to like 2 months worth of time, bro, to be completely finished with it. I'd say probably like, a month is like a solid amount of time for how much it takes for the monsters to be made. But even then, like, it's like, damn, bro. Like the first time I heard that, I was like, damn, bro, be taking that long. So they try to make sure all that shit made, polished up. As for the other content, they always got to make sure that it comes out with that monad quality. They want to make sure that shit is quality, good as fuck. They don't want to just make monsters that are like layer 1 Charcos. That's like, you got the Charco, right? But they want to make monsters a little bit more intriguing, a little bit more interesting, right? So there's going to be a little bit more work than when they're just making things like the Charco, for example. And that actually kind of goes with like all of Layer 2. They're trying to basically up the quality of the game as a whole. And it's not just that they're adding new content, but like revamping old content as well. So a lot of people just think that Layer 2 is just going to be Layer 2. Like, no, bro, they're going to be revamping like a lot, at least some parts of the game, right? And that also may include stuff that may exist in the overworld, perhaps current systems that we're working with right now. You guys already know that, there's combat changes coming in. So yeah, there's just other stuff that they're working on. So if I had to really break it down, small dev team, weekly updates, the different amounts of revamped content, and then actually adding the Layer 2 shit, especially like the monsters. This is really what's kind of adding to the time that it takes to drop an update like Layer 2. And Layer 2 really only started up in March, I think like early March, that they really started going at it. So it's probably been about 6 to 7 months that they've been working on this update, not like 9 to 10 months, which some people do think. They've been thinking that like Layer 2 was dropping before Deepwoken, or it was being worked on before Deepwoken was even coming out. That's not the case. They only started really working on it in March, right? So yeah, hopefully that kind of gives a little bit more insight as to why it's taking so long. I know, bro, the wait sucks, but trust me, we gonna be eating good, bro. Anyway, that's all I have to say, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and hope the devs do well. Peace.